Hi, this is Steve from yourcreativelife.com talking today about getting staffed on a TV show. Now, this is the thing that so many people want to know how to do, and there is a path, or at least a roadmap toward doing this that I want to tell you about today in a straightforward and focused manner. This is the real deal. Now, number one, it does make sense, and I know you may not want to jump into these things, but it does make sense to live in Los Angeles. Most television shows are written in Los Angeles. The writers' rooms are here, even though production might be all over the country, Atlanta or wherever, New York, New Jersey, across the country, Alaska. The writers' rooms, by and large, are in Los Angeles. So it really makes sense to be here on the ground in the City of Angels if you can do it, because it will really make a difference in terms of where you can be and how you can be. Now, I know there are things out there like Zoom rooms, and there are all sorts of remote things, but most of the time, showrunners really want their staff to be able to show up if need be at a space, at a location, to come to a meeting, to come to a studio, to take a meeting, whatever. All of those things are important, at least at the beginning of your career, and perhaps then you can negotiate being elsewhere. But by and large, being in LA is the thing. Next thing is you need material. You can't jump into being a TV writer without scripts. So if you're a playwright, or if you write short stories, or hopefully if you write television material as well, you need to have a portfolio of samples. I would say 5 samples is really good. And when I first came into the industry, I started out as a playwright after being an actor, and I had plays as well as TV samples. It's really important to have a number of things that show the industry what you can do. Now, it is important, I will say, the job of being on a show is all about imitating a showrunner's language. And in that way, specs or scripts that are based on other shows is a valuable exercise. But by and large, today, people are really looking for original TV material, which in some ways proves that you know not only dialogue and action and plotting and all that stuff, but that you can create your own world. You can do some world building on the page, which is absolutely essential for any writer down the line, even though if you get hired, you'll mostly be imitating the showrunner's voice, whoever that showrunner happens to be. So live in LA, number one. Number two, have material. Number three, and this is a big thing, you gotta know somebody. Now, the good news is, and you can check out the videos that I have on this site about networking, you probably know people, even if you don't think you do. There are people who perhaps went to your high school or your college or your church or your synagogue or your mosque who may be connected in some way to the industry. And it's important to be in touch with those people, because Los Angeles and Hollywood is all about being vouched for. If somebody can vouch for you, if somebody can say you're a good guy, you're a decent person, that's really going to go a long way to introduce you to directors, to introduce you to showrunners, to introduce you to agents or managers or production company people. Nobody wants to meet anybody who's not a decent person. So live in LA, have samples, and know somebody, or find your way toward knowing somebody. And the other piece is you gotta be a decent human being in order to do this. Here's the deal. Once you get a chance, if you get an agent or a manager, and those people may be essential too, you might need a lawyer, somebody who knows you, who can get you toward somebody who's a decision maker, and that can be anybody. But once you make that leap into a conversation with somebody who can create stuff and or hire and or think about you or hold you in their mind or whatever it is, it's really important to recognize that nobody wants to work with a jerk. So once you go into those meetings, if you get a meeting on a show, on a job, the bottom line is they know you can write. It's not just about how good is she on the page. It's also about, is she decent? Is she fun to be with? Does she have good energy? Does she seem kind? Does she seem snarky? how does she dress? Like, what does she seem like? Is she brittle? Is she difficult? Is she impatient? Now, you might think that all of those things are frivolous, but the truth of the matter is, if you're on a show and a showrunner hires you to be on a show, you're going to be with that person 10 hours a day, 5 days a week for 6 months or more, and maybe for many, many years if the show goes and you're invited back. And so the sense of you playing well with others and being a decent person is as important as being good on the page. Once you're able to combine those things and to do a really good interview, to be able to talk about yourself and engage in conversation, and I have some videos on this site about that as well, those are the things that you need to do. That's the roadmap. Live in Los Angeles, know someone, be a decent human being, have samples, all of those things combine to help you get into a writer's room. That's the roadmap. Without any of those things, it might be difficult or impossible. But with all of those things, those four things, those are the building blocks toward building your career. So if you don't know how to do those things, or if you don't know whether you have those things, A, check out the videos here, or B, take a look at yourcreativelife.com, where I have both resources for you and the opportunity to sign up for coaching if you think that would help you. There's a newsletter, there's a podcast, there are all sorts of information to help you build those building blocks and have those essential things to help you get staffed. That's what it's all about. Thanks for watching. See you next time.